Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubu Zallah, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Shelf planned hardship protest, Tinubu appeals to Nigerians. Monies in dormant accounts prone to fraud, says Cardoso. Federal government generated 300,000 businesses and created 1 million jobs in 1 year, says Vice President Shettima. Kamala Harris secures enough support to win Democratic nomination. Now, top on what's trending, President Bola Tinubu has appealed to Nigerians to shelve a planned End Bad Governance protest slated for next month. Information Minister Muhammad Idris, who briefed selected State House correspondents after a meeting with the President on Tuesday, said Tinubu urged the organizers of the protest to shelve the plan and awaits the President's response to their complaints. Take a look.
Mr. President does not see any need for that. He's asked them to shelve that plan. He's asked them to await government's response to all their pleas. He has listened to them, like I said, and a lot is happening. Only today, the National Assembly has expeditiously passed the new national minimum wage. You can see how the President is working. It was transmitted only yesterday. Today, it has been passed. A lot of other interventions that the President has also put in place are also going to be looked at expeditiously in the interest of Nigeria. So there's no need for strike. The young people out there should listen to the President and allow the President more time to see to the realization of all the goodies he has for them.
Now, responding to that, a netizen said, "No way, Mr. President. You did it against President Jonathan. Life not turn by turn. Everybody must serve breakfast." Another said, "Return the mandates. Even your supporters are tired because hunger won't finish them." Another wrote, "Reduce electricity price, food price and fuel. The strike will be shelved." Now, next on what's trending, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom, has described the planned national protest dated August 1st as politically induced. Wike stated this on Tuesday in Abuja during an inspection tour of the Apo Karishi Road, saying the planned protest is to divert the attention of Nigerians from efforts by the President Bola Tinubu-led administration. He appealed to Nigerians to be patient with the federal government as modalities are being worked on to bring succor to the masses. Now, someone said, "The cost of Gari is politically motivated. You people should fear God." Another said, "No, sir, it's hunger motivated." Another person opined, "People are starving and you want to pin this on politics? Nyesom Wike, don't say this again because I doubt if you really know what we are going through in this country. Don't get me angry, sir." Now, still on the planned protest, a human rights lawyer, Femi Falana, has cautioned the federal government against threatening the organizers of a planned nationwide protest over the harsh economic climate in the country. Social media has been rife with hashtags about the protest, which is billed to happen next month. While the federal government and security agencies have cautioned against the demonstrations, Falana says threats won't aid the shelving of the protest. Now, someone said, "The fear of what happened at NSAS protest is my only concern. Make people no die before the death of hunger comes." Another said, "Instead of federal government to beg Nigerians to suspend the strike, they are encouraging us to go on by bringing in police, soldiers, DSS, Navy, Air Force and Civil Defense to obstruct us from performing our due right." Another person wrote, "The government must prioritize the well-being and safety of the youths and protect their rights to peaceful protest and expression. It's essential to create an environment where young people can thrive and contribute to the nation's growth without fear of harm or intimidation." Now, next on what's trending, Vice President Shettima says the federal government has generated over 300,000 businesses through various small and medium enterprises SMEs interventions. These, he said, will create over 1 million job opportunities, primarily for youth and women within a year, according to Nigerian Tribune. Speaking during a one-day working visit to Jigawa State on Tuesday, July 23rd, the Vice President said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has initiated multiple interventions for SMEs, which have generated over 300,000 businesses and will provide over 1 million jobs within a year. He emphasized that the renewed Hope agenda for President Tinubu is designed to tackle poverty and create job opportunities by encouraging and supporting medium and small-scale businesses, which constitute over 65 95% of investment and employ 83% of labor in Nigeria. He further stated that the current administration is working tirelessly to formulate and implement policies and programs that will improve the social and economic lives of Nigerians. Now, responding to that, someone said, "This is very true. I'm sure they didn't get the facts right. It's more than 300,000 businesses. Come to think of it, how many POS stands do you have on your streets? Now, federal governments give them the device directly and encourage them to use it." Another said, "Are there 300 businesses and 1 million jobs in the room with us right now?" Another person said, "Invisible job. Stop deceiving people. Nigerians are losing their jobs and companies are leaving the country." You can't pay your staff below 70,000 naira, Senate President Akpabio tells employers of labor. Take a look.
That if you're a tailor and you employ additional hand, you cannot pay the person below 70,000. If you're a mother and you have a newborn child and you want to bring in a housemaid to look after your child, you cannot pay that housemaid below 70,000. It is not maximum wage. It applies to all and sundry. If you bring in a driver, if you bring in a gate man, you cannot pay that gate man below 70,000. So I'm very delighted that this has been passed, and we now look forward to employers of labor going ahead to improve on what has been set as a benchmark for all and sundry to follow. So I congratulate the Nigerian Labour Congress, I congratulate all Nigerians, and I congratulate the Senate and the National Assembly in general for this epoch-making legislation, which has even reduced the time of negotiation from 5 years to 3 years in view of the spiraling effect of foodstuffs. So it's now necessary that we review it every 3 years instead of 5 years. This is again a landmark legislation. So congratulations to
Good enough though, because how can one be sustained with 70,000 naira in this present economic crisis? Another said, these rules should be for civil servants alone. Besides, some self-employed people are paying their workers well plus feeding. Another person said, this administration is doing its best for the country. Now let's take a short break, and when we return, you get to know what the Inspector General of Police has to say about crime rates in the country. Stay tuned. Welcome back, it's Newsfeed. Now, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, on Tuesday said there was a decline in crime rates across the country in the past few months due to strategies deployed by the police. Specifically, he noted that major crimes dropped to 416 in the last 1 month compared to 734 in May and 530 in June. Egbetokun, who spoke during a meeting with commissioners of police in Abuja on Tuesday, commended personnel of the force for their passion and commitment to the execution of his strategies. Now, responding to that, someone said, the IG is living in Wonderland. Another said, even the crime your men are committing hasn't dropped, not to talk of others. Another opined, you don't have to be quick to bring this on air because it will ginger those promoting crime to step up their games. At least give it some time or make it end of the year reports. Now, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso, has said that monies in dormant accounts in banks are susceptible to fraud. He said this on Tuesday at the end of the 296th meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee in Abuja, where he announced a further hike in the benchmark interest rate to 26.75%. The CBN recently directed financial institutions under its watch to transfer funds in dormant accounts, unclaimed balances, and other financial assets to its custody for safekeeping. Now, responding to that, a guy said, while safeguarding dormant accounts is important, moving funds to the central bank might not fully address fraud risks or protect consumers effectively. It could also disrupt financial planning and access for account holders. Instead, strengthening security measures and improving monitoring within financial institutions might be a more balanced approach. Another person said, just like the money in CBN that was also prone to fraud when Emefiele was the governor. And now on the foreign scene, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris has secured the support of enough Democratic delegates to become the party's nominee for president. She received the endorsement of more than the 1,976 delegates needed to win the nomination in the first round of voting, according to a survey by the Associated Press. That means Harris is on course to be crowned the party's representative and take on Republican Donald Trump in November's U.S. election. Responding to that, a netizen said, "America is a land of freedom and opportunities. Having the first female president will be a positive step forward." Another said, "The people did not vote her in, only the elites. This was not the people's choice." Another person alleged, if she wins the election, it's 100% rigged. And now to a funny video of a grandpa's girl. Take a look.
Who's here?
And that's it. You're up to date with trending stories across the world. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Until next time, goodbye.